The turbo inline 5-cylinder. 401 horsepower. And that noise. Want to know what we think the RS3 has in store for 2025? Let's get into it on Mountain Roads. For 2025, we do know that the turbocharged inline 5-cylinder will continue to sit in the RS3's engine bay. The question is, what will Audi do with the 5-cylinder turbo for the 2025 RS3? There seems to be two trains of thought regarding what Audi might do. First is they'll do nothing, and it will continue with 401 horsepower and 369 pound-feet. Second is what we think, and what we hope Audi will do. We hope we could see a higher performance RS3 in 2025. So what gives us that hope? We can start back in 2019, when the Sport Division's Oliver Hoffman said, Audi would do whatever it takes to keep the 5-cylinder alive, even when becoming more stringent Euro 7 emissions regulations. Then we can fast forward to February of this year, where Mark leaked had told Top Gear that Audi's final RS models would be, and we quote, mind-blowing. Then Audi Sports Division head Sebastian Grams followed up with, the 5-cylinder can continue to be improved without any electrification. What does higher performance look like? At the extreme end, we'd point to the Donkervoort F22 that pushes the same Audi 2.5-liter turbo 5-cylinder to 500 brake horsepower, or about 493 horsepower. We don't think the 2025 RS3 will have that much power, as it would make the RS5 and its twin-turbo V6 with 444 horsepower very sad. We think Audi needs to look no further than the would-be competitors, like the CLA 45S with 415 horsepower, or the M2 with 453 horsepower, to find a good range for the RS3 to land in. Will this be the final internal combustion engine RS3? We think it will be. Audi has stated they will stop developing new internal combustion engines in 2026. While that's not the news we may want to hear, there is some good news. Audi also stated that existing internal combustion engines developed before the 2026 cutoff will continue to be sold into the 2030s, so probably until 2032, which is when Audi will go full EV. We're also choosing to focus on stop developing new internal engines, so we're hopeful Audi will continue to tinker with the existing ones until the end. We do think the 7-speed S-Tronic dual-clutch automatic will stick around for 2025. It will continue to power all four wheels through the Quattro all-wheel drive system. If the 2025 RS3 gets a power bump, we are curious how close to a 3-second 0-60 it could get. We don't think the exterior changes for the 2025 RS3 will be revolutionary. They should keep the RS3 looking aggressive, with minor changes to the front and back. Starting at the front, the easiest change to spot is the newly styled grille. A double diamond pattern replaces the outgoing chainlink style. We think a newly styled Audi badge, like the one from the Q8 e-tron, will sit at the top of the double diamond grille. The 2025 RS3, we think, will also inherit Audi's HD Matrix design LED headlight technology from the Q8. We think the front air vents will have a new shape, and the lower front fascia looks much smoother, not having the slight curves of the current model. The more we look, the more we think the 2025 RS3 may look like a baby RS7 in the front, and we don't think that's a bad thing. Around the back, we think the tail lamps will also get a new design. We say there's a 50-50 chance the fake rear venting will be removed. We can see from the spy photos that the rear reflectors are now aligned vertically instead of horizontally. We're not sure if that means the fake venting is gone, or not. On the interior, we think the 12.3-inch HD virtual cockpit will continue on with the possibility of updated graphics for the RS-specific modes. The MMI touch display could go bigger for 2025. The upcoming VW Golf is getting a larger central screen, so we think it would be available to Audi as well. While we guess it could be integrated into the RS3, we think the safe money is on the interior, not changing all that much. We think the 2025 RS3 sedan will make its debut sometime in Q1 or Q2 of next year, with an on-sale date before the end of 2024. The current RS3 starts at $61,700, and we think a price bump is fairly certain. We think the new RS3 will start from $63,000 to $65,000. If you made it this far, please consider joining the Roadies with a click on that green button. If you still haven't left yet, here's another episode YouTube thinks you should check out. We'll see you next time on Mountain Roads.